Last night, tied the game in the 6th inning off Jared Jones. Up 6 times. And a little pop up there, just dribbled, almost power the exit velocity. But it's a hit, and look at this, he takes off. Skeens stealing on Skeens.
Now we don't see a lot of stolen base. Yanks this fastball to second base.
He actually, his WAR went up 0.2 percentage points just from one game inning.
And it's hard to believe he had a very, very poor April to start this season as well.
He, like Crow Armstrong, 4 for 15 lifetime versus Skeens.
When it's cloudless and sunny.
Done a nice job of taking that, as best they can, that reflection off that. If it's tough at this time of day to pick up spin.
And letting the pitcher and catcher know, like, hey, it's hard to pick up spin right now. This time of year is a lot better than fastballs.
And a pickoff try.
A double, and Frazier gave me the ball back and just said, "You're an idiot."
Be times that in the 8th or 9th inning, it would still be light out. So you would.
One flies a little bit more horizontally than we see Skeens' change up a lot, but hey, if that's going to.
Paul Skeens on a right center. Montgomery, Alex Bregman, and he'll lead things off against Shota Imanaga.
21st start for him, 3.91 ERA. He has 2 strike situations and having to deal with that splitter.
It can go against the game plan of the Pirates trying to go the other way.
To the order, is he locating on the inner half? Do we have to respect that? And if we do,
shortstop, straight Gold Gloves in left. So outstanding defense. Nick Gonzalez, an 8-game hitting streak. Batting average 3rd best in the league, 312. 0 for 11 and 23 at bats. Right to the second baseman Horner.
At later in games, they usually bring
a little short hop. Earned run average since the All-Star break. Top 2 teams in baseball since 3 straight after the Pirates had lost 9-51. Craig Counsell's team has won 6 of its last 9.
He was able to be safe at first base. Let's see if that trend continues. Started off the game. So maybe that's a sign of really trying to mix things up.
Go. 4th most in the league. His whip, walks, hits per innings pitched, still really good. 5th times in 20 career plate appearances against Skeens. That's a bunch.
Horner. Swanson.
Up to 42 consecutive games.
He's taking advantage of that. We've seen him already use more breaking balls than he used in his last game.
Maybe at this time of day, tougher to pick up. So we're a Saturday game time here in Pittsburgh. That is a trivia question. 1-2. This allows a hit. Henry Davis.
11 four-seam fastball, so we can kind of see what he's trying to settle in with it.
Pedro Ramirez was 1 for 4 in last night's ball game. His 32nd Major League game.
Going to be feeding him up there until he proves he can make an adjustment. Top of the zone.
Faces Imanaga for the first time in his career. 28 earned run average coming into this game. Most in the league.
That Valdez has already earned himself. Imanaga goes 3-0 on 3 splitter.
Now O'Hearn. The eyes 64 in the National League. Right, that's going to carry out.
Yesterday's game, and not so lucky right here, hitting this ball directly at Seiya Suzuki.
Last night, 2 for 9 in his career against Imanaga, his last 6 games.
Their misses come just off
center, but at PCA little bit
at this time of day, or you roll the dice and just don't wear them and hope you can block the
300. A ball to center field. Alex Presley and Stephen Brault before the game on the BP show.
An idea of what he's trying to do, and I guess if he if it got any worse, then he would.
Third. It's 117 innings. And throw. Pico Armstrong in the first inning, the first steal against Skeens this year.
Not often you see things feel like they're.
Since the last stolen base, 69 season, Skeens 466 before the. It's still a steal, but it's
still a steal.
An asterisk. Times.
Than he had in 24 and 25 combined.
3-2.
I love Skeens just attacking all fastballs here. Started.
Pulls this sweeper foul, turned it up a notch, and he soaked in the moment. They hit 180.
Similar to his last 2 years, both runners in scoring position, it's been a struggle.
The moments we saw from Skeens, especially his first 2 years, a hit by pitch.
Just look, pour on.
Crowd trying to help Skeens. The White Sox heading 8th. Those numbers combined with the White Sox. The Rookies. Jared Triolo's played mainly short. Over to third.
Coldest moment of the night. Paul Skeens getting ice cold. Oh, man, that's the Paul Skeens we know and love. He just gets better with runners in scoring.
Henry Davis. Pitches leading off the bottom of the first. Obviously, you're down 2 runs. You're not being told to bunt. Second base, Pirates trailing by 2. This past April, at Wrigley Field on April the 10th, the Pirates ended up winning that game, scoring 2 in the second. Second time he had a no-hit bid against the Pirates a couple of years ago. Love of the pass second.
Extra base. Everybody's scared of Mangum Mayhem.
Yeah. Gonzalez.
4+ innings against Imanaga. You feel like you'd love to take advantage of it.
Signing some autographs, and they're in the team store.
Any personality, doesn't
No. Strikeout, flyout. Bregman flied to right center field his first time.
These two guys are on cruise control as of right now, Skeens and Imanaga.
Last start, he was almost all fastball, changeup, and splitter. So interesting to see.
Career starts for Skeens against the Cubs. This is his 77th career start.
In that second inning, let's see what he does here.
It's got it. 8 Ks.
Barrel to the ball.
Fastball and still swinging through it in the heart of the zone.
Tough corner is to strike out. Pirate fans and Cub fans, Paul Skeens has struck out 9 Cubs through 4 innings. Here's Swanson in foul ground. Good buddy Ryan Reynolds. Pirates hitters completely baffled, and this is his 6th career start against them.
Hitting and running, you don't see a lot of that against left-handed pitchers.
Ryan O'Hearn, Imanaga in his 3rd year.
Be hard to pick that up. Uses that break.
Pitch, it's the fastball into right.
Part of it right there.
Osuna lined out to center field.
With Imanaga against the pitching in the heart of the zone, or above the strike zone where he can't get.
Appropriate with Davis. Quicker the pitch count ratchets up, and
last time out, as you mentioned, at Cleveland, 100 pitches. So hits Amaya, was able to get himself out of that jam.
Center field and a base hit for Armstrong, and that one by Dansby Swanson. That just 78 miles an hour.
The split down and in, and seeing if you can get a chase or a swing in there.
Seems like the only way an offense would be able to get to second base off Skeens.
Well, I say that because usually the first base coach, he's the one that has this to go whenever you want.
0-2. You can't just serve it up. I mean, base hit, fastball. Most nights, Pete Crow Armstrong. Same town that produced Jack Wilson. 1-0. Traded over deadline deal 1 year later. Just 1 out. 3rd time.
You've established somewhere you really can attack to make sure you hit that same spot 30% of the time.
Mangum looks up. First cutoff. This is going to score 2 more. It's 3. With a timeout here, Henry Davis. So to the right side of the infield, and Suzuki. Skeen's got the rookie Ramirez to strong doubles to right center.
It seems every time he faces these buccos.
Instead of the sweeper, which we saw him using earlier in the game. Interesting to see if he's going to
sneak to other pitches. So prominent his first couple years.
In 27, almost 27% against the righties and 8% against the lefties.
1-2 here. 1-2 on Bregman. Have the most hits in all of baseball.
on top of the ball, the way he's batting in on that.
An assistant bat boy who is best of luck to Luke McCarron. Ball to center field. Quick second out. Used to baffle Pirates hitters. Incredibly efficient.
His career against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
It's truly one of the great Starray against the Pirates. They're his first 6 big league starts, and this is Imanaga's 6th Starray against the Pirates. In his first 6 starts. And the only other Pirates have it so far, 2 singles. That means the Pirates have collected things. Fair ball. With 3 in the top of the 5th off Skeens. Ball and August 7th, 8th, and Pirates.com for tickets. 1 ball, 1 strike on Happ. Henry Davis is 2 for 2.
Overturned. Pittsburgh has 2 remaining.
His second career start was at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Struck out 11 Cubs. 2-2 pitch. O'Hearn. If anybody reaches, good chance Don Kelly goes to get him.
Probably going to do it for him.
Find out right now. There's Horner singles. Pitch mark occurred. Don Kelly is going to keep him in for now. Consecutively last inning and produced the 3 runs.
Not sure if Skeens will be pulled after this, but you want to attack him right here if you get the.
See him starting to feel more comfortable, seeing that fastball velocity crawl back up.
In first time in a week, he faces Dansby Swanson.
He's mainly in the changeup to the left. He's on that slider and changeup.
This will score another. It's foul off the bat of Amaya. On 6 hits. And it's 5 as a Paul Skeens. He gives up 5 runs in 5 1/3.
Dan wanting to kind of change things up, but for Mattson, it's the fastball, man.
So good at it. Had such great command of it. And Steven.
And you know, Steven, stop me if I'm wrong, but especially with.
Yeah, you want to know that you gave yourself the best opportunity to get outs.
Last year, 2 appearances later, gave up a couple field base hit. Pass.
Away from you, if you keep that barrel flat through the zone.
And that strikeout was presented by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Bush Bregman. There's another hit that's Cubs.
You were talking about the Pico Armstrong hit on the fastball that was on the outs. The swing and miss or the weak foul balls because of just the carry that it has on it. The problem is Maxton so well. He's got to find that here.
Stay on that plane, and if you see it up out of his hand, don't go attack it, but maybe go to closer to a 2-strike swing to that fastball and not get big and keep their barrel flat to it and through the zone. They were going to be able to hit something on the barrel.
The double. And once again, here comes Don Kelly. Round, and now we see Ron Marinaccio, who's picked up in the international signing bonus pool considerations.
94, 95, mainly sitting right around 93, and 3.8 is
DFA'd.
Yeah, there's some that you just got to learn by working together. Yeah, there is a learning process that you can only get by throwing in game, because even them very, very often. So this shows off what Henry can do.
Drive toward left, and the bust open, and boy, could they use a big. So he's at 70 pitches. Of course, with all those Skeens strikes
Today, and 12 of his outs have either come on the four-seam fastballs, and it's really worked for him. Kept the pitch count down, and obviously kept the Pirates off the board.
And here, Imanaga, to Stevens' point, is on Nick Gonzalez. A little bit of confusion. Straight gold gloves for him. Fam in Chicago, August of last year in the 4th inning of the year.
Lazy Boy recliners starting at $3.
Best at bats of the night against Imanaga.
Imanaga
Down the middle and line drive and Barnaccio. Park. They won the first 2 games of the 4-game set. They're hard hit. But this is from San Diego. He's an East Coast guy. Toms River, New Jersey. Marinaccio out of it with a double play. Instead, he single to right. Skeens goes 5 1/3. Gets up.
Coming to mind right now.
Keep your cool and
shy about letting everybody know.
oh.
The University of Delaware.
It was in Colorado. Line drive right field and phenomenal year. That's his 23rd.
Pitch down like that. If he's not extending all the way through the zone, he's going to fall a little bit. And the change in approach has been incredibly useful for him.
Williams, deadline deal to get him from the Mets. Mets had drafted him first rounder. Or so the big leagues, people were wondering about Pete Armstrong if he would ever really develop into the
replaced late in games. He wasn't getting consistent at bats, and my goodness.
And how do you sustain it? Right field and put first outing for 3 of the first 9. First round. Diving stop there at third. Triola.
And a solid 17th game. Has started some games, 8 of them, after the addition of David Peterson from the Mets.
Against the Pirates, minuscule 0-24. Their first 6 starts. Dwight Gooden's 0-72, his first 6 starts. One-two. Here they are watching the Cubs. Jameson Tyone tomorrow against Braxton Ashcraft. A miraculous comeback this year against left-handed starters. Jacob center. And Tyler. 7 homers, 52 ribbies. And his first big league. Do you remember them?
Who doesn't, right?
Okay.
Albert Pujols on first base.
Wow.
Yeah, very memorable.
Team.
In the dugout, and this person emailed me and said, you know, you didn't really respect Stephen Brault. Humble Ramirez into the right and scoring his first. And the debut of James Triantos picks up his 6th. The first round pick. Swanson was the very first pick in the 2015 in that 2015 draft. Well, play Cal, I think about 350 over his last 8 ball games. 711 OPS. And JohnCochran.com. Henry Davis, we'd like to. Pirates have gone through a number. Afternoon, so Sean Ross, Puerto Rican native, could and Assad faces Nick Gonzalez now.
Four-seamer, sinker, and a cutter.
Fly ball to right. Dean, Justin Dean, in the center, and major league debut at second. First at bat for Count. Field all 9 positions at some point. He's not caught yet, though. He is the.
I could name at some point.
Yeah.
I got maybe 4. He's going to try to get the final 3 outs.
Pitching appearance. Sean Ross, the 26-year-old from Santurce, Puerto Rico. In fact, we're yeah. You hear Callahan from position player to the pitcher's mound.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Got to be a good athlete.
My arm was destroyed. Player, if that makes sense, especially at the big league level. It is so. I started talking with you guys.
It's so impressive, though.
Get 16 hits. There's usually one guy in the order.
This 0 for too much longer. He was 0 for 12 before that hit. This is going to be. Came on to play first base in the top of the ninth, and here is Sean Ross. Well, again, we'll likely see him tomorrow, unless. Led the way. A 16-hit attack.